The sweet spot.
What up, Jace?
Hey guys.
What's going on?
Hey, thanks for having me. Long time listener, first time caller. I am on board. Hopefully you can hear me okay. This is my first appearance on the Dimers Sports Betting Podcast, which is cool.
Jace, it looks like you're coming to us live from like a cozy holiday den right now. Is that a fair representation?
I am working from the kitchen currently. If I move my camera just over a little bit, we haven't taken the Halloween decorations down just yet, so you'll see a dead old woman behind me. So I'll keep that in the shot. But yeah, currently working from the kitchen. I am based out of California. For anyone who's listening, the accent is Australian. I do live in America. Apologies if you don't understand me. My wife is American and she doesn't understand me half the time. So if I'm speaking too fast throughout this, just let me know. I'll try and slow it down, not say words that end in ER, water, butter, all that kind of stuff. People don't understand it. But yeah, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to show you through a little something I've been working on here at Diamonds. For anyone that doesn't know, I am part of the Diamonds team, have been for around about 5 years. My job now is kind of entrenched in engaging with Diamonds Pro users and subscribers and trying to help them get the most out of Dimers, the site itself. So I wanted to kind of show you guys through something that I've been working on to help kind of identify some spots where a model has been excelling and yeah, kind of showcase how you can use the model insights reports that we've been rolling out recently to do that. So what I might do, guys, I might just try and share my screen. It's a bad experience for anyone who's listening via the podcast feed, but if you're watching on YouTube here, you'll be able to kind of dig into it and see. So give me just a second. I'll bring this up.
Yeah.
Also a good plug to watch the video versions of this show, which we would love.
Yes. Okay. So
yeah, you could see Jace's corpse lady in the background if you watch that.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I'll preface this by just giving some context. So Dimers, we've been in operation for 5 years. As I said, I've been here since kind of day one. I think our first week was when the NBA bubble restarted back in COVID days. And I'm really in the trenches. I'm on the Discord. I'm in the customer service line. I answer the emails, all that kind of stuff. I'd say the number one question I get is, what is your record? How successful is Dimers as a model? And that's always a difficult question to answer because the way that our model and our site and our business kind of works is that we are designed to try and find market inefficiencies. We're trying to find out where the sports books are getting the lines wrong based upon the best available information and conditions at the time. So if you think about it, I'll use this example. It's NFL. We will put up our projections on as soon as a sports book put up their lines. So generally that's on a Sunday night or a Monday before the next week. So we'll have an opening line value based upon those lines and projections. But as we know, as things go on during the week, sharp money comes in, hits the line a little bit, injuries, weather, all that kind of stuff will kind of dictate how odds progress over time. And as a cause and effect of that, how will that impact our projections? So we might find an edge on something on a Monday that is vastly different to what happens on a Sunday. Star quarterback gets ruled out from injury, all that kind of stuff. So the difficult question to answer is, okay, well, our record could be different because your experience can be different when you visit the site on a Monday compared to when you visit the site on a Sunday. So someone could see a bet that's not on the site on a Sunday and it's a different experience. So we can't always give a black and white answer to what's our record because our model is trained to find the best available price for users at the time you're visiting the site. And that's why we kind of recommend checking the site regularly, finding the spots that work best, and then kind of going from there. So we've been working really, really hard on trying to remove a lot of the, friction there for users that want a bit more detail and transparency in terms of how the model is going. And we've been doing some back-end behind the scenes work to try and do that. And what we've been able to do is through these model insights reports, which are going out to Diamonds Pro users 3 times a week. So NHL today on Tuesday, NBA on Wednesday, and NFL on Thursday, is we are trying to show where the model is showing historical positive ROI and recommending that you kind of keep an eye out on that when you're visiting the best pets pages during the week to try and figure out, okay, this is where the model has historically thrived in certain conditions and elements. Does that all make sense so far?
Yeah.
We know it is helpful for, I think, other people. And like you said, it is probably the biggest inquiry we get day to day, week to week about performance of the model.
Yeah, absolutely. So I shared the NBA one accidentally, but I'll share the NHL one that I've just put out today. So essentially what I'm trying to do here with these model insights reports is I'm trying to take the backend dashboard reporting data model that we have, backend reporting dashboard that we have, trying to find the spots where the model is returning a significant ROI. And this could change as well, or vary from one person to the next based upon where you live. If you live in a state that doesn't have a sports book like a Bet365, it might be different, etc. So we try and give a significant positive ROI in the email to kind of show, okay, this is the spot that you should attack. So I'll do this each and every week for Diamonds Pro subscribers. You'll get it straight to your email inbox, and it'll show you essentially the spots that I think you should be attacking, or we think you should be attacking for the next week. So if we look at the NHL one that just came out, this week's highlights is that we're seeing so far it's early stages of the season, so the sample sizes are small. But so far, we're seeing significant return on investment for home team moneyline bets that appear on the best bets page. It's important to remember because we don't force out a bet for every single game. We only recommend bets where our model has found an edge on the sportsbook's odds. So where we think the sportsbooks have got it wrong, then you'll see the best bet appear on the best bets page. So the sample size at the moment is around about just over 15 bets for the 2025 season. Going down further, another spot here, kind of combine the puck line bets between 2 and 5% edge range. That's another one returning a significant return on investments. And I kind of granularly define this as well by closing line puck line bets between the 2 to 5% edge range as well. So overall, it's been performing well, but just a call out as well that if you're someone that doesn't, I guess, religiously refresh the site as soon as odds go up, and you like to check odds and bets before kind of a game starts, the closing line still is a successful kind of spot to attack. So how does that translate to, I guess, what you see on the best bets page? If I go to today's NHL page here, at the moment, we've got, based upon the attacks that we have to, the attack spots, we have the Predators at the moment falling in on the puck line between that 2 to 5% edge range. They're 3.9. This has been kind of going up and down throughout the course of the day. DraftKings had the best odds earlier. Right now it's FanDuel at minus 132. So this really falls within our range here as to kind of, okay, this is a bet that historically has been performing well for our model, and that's what to keep an eye out on. It's not to say these bets below aren't great as well. Our model still identifies them as plus EV bets and mispriced sportsbook lines, but historically, the puck line bets for the Predators have shown the best kind of return on investment. So just want to give you guys a quick kind of rundown as to kind of how that works, how you can take the attacks to spot, the spots to attack, and then go to the best bets page throughout the course of the week, and then kind of line that up against, okay, what is actually displaying on the best bets page. So that's the long and short of it. I think that just about covers it. But if you guys have any other ideas or thoughts or questions, I can field those as well.
Yeah, no, I think it's good that you point out that it's important that these are bets that feature on the best bets page, because as you watch the show, you've seen us pull up NFL game previews and go to the best bets section of these where you'll find the money line, spread, and total. And sometimes they have a negative edge, but the bet is there to show that value. So if you're going through these predictions and you're like, oh, I see that the puck lines have been really good returns, but you're going through them in those pages, you might find bets that don't actually fit that criteria. So it's important to find those bets by going to the specific NHL best bets page or appropriate sport on the site.
Yeah. And a great call out as well, just on the NFL one that we sent out last Thursday, is that lines do change throughout the course of the week. I send that email out for NFL on Thursdays, and I put a call out in the email essentially saying that the model's been performing extremely well on Seahawks totals, so Seahawks total game points. And at the time of publishing, I think we had something like a 1.7% edge. But then as the week progressed, those odds changed. And then it got to a point where our model was detecting a significant edge that kind of fell within that range. So that's why we kind of encourage, don't just take the email as gospel that we're sending out, but use that as a guide to keep checking that best bets page throughout the week, because things change more often than you probably realize throughout the course of a week in terms of odds. Lines, all that kind of stuff. And I've been working here for 5 years. Doing the Model Insights report in the last couple of weeks has completely changed the way I use dimers myself to kind of see, okay, where are these attack spots that I should be focusing my energy on? So at the moment, this is all going to be through email. A reminder to get it, you just have to go onto Dimers, obviously have a subscription, go into your account preferences on your dashboard and select the sports that are your preferred sports. So in this case, it'd be NHL, NBA, and NFL. We're going to have college basketball coming soon once we have a little bit of data on that to show where those sweet spots are. And then this is going to be extended to a signal on the site. So there'll be a tag, so you don't have to kind of marry up the email to the best bets page. You can kind of go onto the site. There'll be a specific tag that will tell you, these sweet spots as well.
Jason, I have a question for you as a 5-year veteran here. And this is pure curiosity. There may not be a good answer to this. Over 5 years, is there any particular sport that we feel we found generally has like a higher best bet hit rate than other sports, or is it truly non-sport specific?
Yeah, I would say it kind of varies. It comes in kind of waves. And a good example of this was we ran a model for WNBA for the first time in 2024. And we kind of saw that boom last year more so with WNBA betting, and kind of in 2024 it was very niche. It kind of still is niche, but it kind of showed an inefficiency in terms of popularity, or a lack of popularity in betting in 2024 led to us being able to really price, like kind of outsmart the books to an extent. So it kind of comes down to, historically NFL is a really difficult sport to get a long-term profitability because the sportsbook lines are the sharpest they've ever been. But you'll see that with those niche sports, I think you might see a little bit more success. NHL is a great one. We're having great success. I'd say it's probably our most successful sport of 2025 right now in terms of historical return on investment. And I don't know if that's just because it's down to not as many people bet NHL as they do NBA or NFL. But that's why I'm also excited, and not to let the cat out of the bag a little bit, but this week, over the coming days, you'll see women's college basketball models up on site. And I don't know of anyone, if anyone, in terms of other competitors or other sites that are actually doing prediction models for women's college basketball. So if we have anything to go by with our success with the WNBA in the early days, I'm really kind of bullish around our prospects around kind of catching the book snapping a little bit on women's college basketball in the coming weeks.
Love it. That's exciting. As a college fan, that seems like a great market to try and tackle. I'm in.
Yeah. Cool. So I think that's it from me. Thanks for having me on, guys. I'll go back into the shadows and listen from afar.
Thank you, Jace. Jace is also a half producer on this show, so we thank him for his time and effort that he puts into the show as well, even when he's not featured here.
I'll be editing the full length version of this. I'll give myself a few touch-ups and things like that.
There you go.
Love it. And now for the people at home too, there's a face to the name of the Dimers model. For years, I've just been envisioning Jason's face anytime we talk about the model. So there you have it. Jace, have a good day, my friend. Thank you very much.